Hey boys, we're live.
Are we live?
We're live. We're live.
Oh boy.
Holy vey. What's up, guys? It's Bob Hernandez pinch hitting for Jonathan Mercado and Old Faithful.
Ben Rudnick still here, still rocking and rolling.
Well, yeah, Johnny's out there down in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Tornado Mercado showed up in Virginia Beach and tore everything up.
Yeah, we were gonna try to have a video, like we asked Jonathan to send a video in, but I think he tried to take it during the middle of the tornado. The audio
Was
didn't,
awful.
didn't quite make it. Yeah, video could have been.
Well, it was Johnny. Johnny was in the video, so
Well, hey,
how good could it be?
He's on vacation, so there could be a multitude of reasons why.
Right. He's not ready for prime time.
If you're on vacation, we don't want this to be. We want to make sure he's having fun out there. So, but thank you, Jonathan. Hopefully, you're having a good time out there, buddy. But yeah, I was gonna say we got to keep this rolling in his absence. So
right. In his absence, we're gonna try and pinch it and do the best we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's gonna be Where Art Thou, Brother Wednesday.
Where Art Thou, Brother Wednesday.
We know where he's at. He'll be back next week, so don't worry about that. But we're gonna do a couple of the, as Jonathan would say, the housekeeping.
Right. We got some promos to talk about.
Yep. So we have our Sony promos still going on. So the Sony 4000. The Sony 6000, the Sony 3200, and the Sony DSX-B 700 are on promo. That's promo with the end user. So much like any of the other promos with Sony, they're going to also rebate you so you can keep the same margin when you're selling their products. But be aware that those are going out to your customers right now.
And Sony, we just came from a Sony meeting, and so the one thing that I don't want you guys to sleep on are their amps, their speakers, and their subs. Sony has got some big things in the works. Some of the stuff has already landed. I think that we actually run through some of those speakers, the more budget conscious minded speakers that Sony makes, and they've got some big things. So guys, don't sleep on Sony this year. Sony is coming hard this year.
Yeah, so a couple entry level speaker SKUs, but also mobile ES. So this is that time of the year again. We're starting to get into audio season. So we're taking some applications for Sony Mobile ES. I know there was a lot of excitement around it at the show, so thanking everybody that attended the show and attended the Sony booth there. If you have any questions on Mobile ES, you're interested in being a dealer, you just want to poke around and get a little bit more info, you know what to do, hit us up. But definitely go ahead if you haven't had a chance, take a look at that. Very, very impressive stuff.
Absolutely. Sony Mobile ES is of the higher echelon, right? And it's hard to get one of those premium brands to be your premium brand in your store. Well, there's an opportunity for Sony Mobile ES, and they have by far the best program for dealers to get in, be able to have that bell cow, top of the line brand that they could sell from, right? Because we all learn in sales, it's top down selling, right? You start at the top. Well, here's something you can get right to the top, and it's something that is going to be beneficial for your business in terms of where you're not going to have to come out of pocket with $30,000 out of pocket to get into the business. It's going to be affordable to get into, and it's going to be protected, and you're going to have a top line brand in your store.
Yep, and exclusive to Go Fast in New England. So again, definitely check that out. Make sure you ask your salesperson to give you a little bit more info on it. There are a couple different programs out there. There's display programs that they have.
Absolutely.
Lots of support from Sony, as always. I mean, big supporters of MX 2022, 2023. I'm sure going into the future as well. So make sure you check that out.
Absolutely.
Also, Sirius XM still got their promo going. Buy 5, get 1 free. Again, huge opportunity for add-on sales. Almost all the radios that are moving out of your building have that Sirius XM logo on there. If they don't have a Sirius tuner attached to it, you're leaving money on the table, but you're also not giving the customer the best possible experience. So make sure you're pitching that out. And while you're pitching it out, get one for free after you buy some to stock the shelves.
And I got something that came in. Was in the warehouse yesterday, and we've got about a dozen or so Sirius XM displays. Buy those 5, get that 1 free, and ask your sales rep about the Sirius XM display. Something to put in your showroom to be that silent salesman. I've only got a handful of them. Like I said, a little bit over, I think maybe 15 or 20 pieces. First 15 or 20 guys that are looking for them, that want them, just buy that 5, get 1 free, and ask for that display. We'll send it out to you.
Yeah, nice stand-up display. Again, it does all the talking for you, so when customers are poking around, they're playing around with the radios, they're going to see this nice, beautiful display. Hey, what's this? I like to listen to these guys. How do I get it? How do I get this in my car today? Boom, there you go. So they're teeing that one up for you. And then also we have some unadvertised specials. We're doing a lot of that lately. So Kenwood, ABC, Boss, make sure you call your sales rep, ask on these things. And also check out gofst.com. There we go. Maybe a little better volume.
I got some gain.
gofst.com as well. We got the closeouts, the big buy section. Go on there, check it out. Lots of great values out there. So we're going to start to see those audio customers coming in. We're starting to usher out the remote start customers. Still got some of that stuff going out there too with the 50-degree weather that we have in May.
It was a little chilly this morning. A little chilly.
We're going through, whether it's bikes, whether it's marine, whether it's audio, lots of specials and sales. So check out gofst.com as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we just wrapped up Mobile Expo 2023.
Yes, we did.
A lot of work by this man right here.
A lot of work by the whole team. The whole team really does a lot of work. It's so hard to put those on, and it's it's kind of like when you're trying to put on like a Sweet 16 for your kid or a party, any type of party. It's like there's so much preparation, and then it's the day, and it just flies by. So we're still kind of catching up and doing all the backup work, but some really interesting things. And we had a survey. We sent out to our dealers, and we had the best response for surveys that I've ever had. But it probably goes along with the fact that we had the best turnout for a mobile expo that we've ever had in the my 4 or 5 year Go Fast history. I got some interesting stuff that happened during that. So we had literally had 15% of our people that showed up this year. It was the first time they've ever been to a Go Fast event. So thank you guys for attending. Thank you guys for spreading the word. We had a ton of people come from New York. We had some people come from New Jersey. We had some people from upstate New York. And we understand it's travel. It's a day away from work. But you kind of go and you spend that time, and you spend it meeting the vendors. You spend it visiting or talking to other guys in the same industry, and that's so valuable to be able to talk to somebody that's in your business, not a competitor, just somebody that you can that knows the pain that you're going through, and you learn so much in those almost those social settings, right? Those networking where you get to talk to somebody that's in the same business you're in, has the same challenges, and maybe he's got a different perspective. Tons of value. That was what the survey had the information I got, that people were super interested in the networking, seeing what's new from the vendors, and meeting and the trainings and meeting with the vendors. So great feedback. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for attending. And we got a little something to give away, right? Did something happen?
Yeah, I was going to say, so we had asked you guys to go help us out. Again, Bob puts a ton of work into this behind the scenes. He's going to be a little modest here, say it's a team effort. It is. But this guy right here puts a lot of effort into it. But he puts a lot of effort into looking at your guys' feedback as well. So we asked you guys for some feedback last year about the Mobile Expo,
which we changed. We changed the way that we did the trainings.
Right,
the trainings were in the dedicated training rooms, and that was from the feedback from last year. So certainly, we got some feedback this year. We're going to make next year's event even better based on some of the feedback that we got from you. So super important for all of us. It's a community, right? We're partners, and your guys' participation just makes us better, which helps us be a better resource and partner for you. So in turn makes your business better.
Yeah. So again, this is something that we ask for to help us out, so that we can help you out. But kind of like what we do at Go Fast, we're not just going to ask you for something. Bob mentioned it. We said if you help us out, we're going to grease the wheels a little bit for you. So we got a gift card that we're going to give away right now.
Right now. Ooh, the spinny. Look at the Mobile Expo spinny wheel.
So yeah, and this is going to be for
$50 gift card.
For $50. A big thank you. And again, any other feedback that you guys have,
send it on up.
Yeah, doesn't stop with the survey. We're here, so let us know.
Dave Lowe, you've won the $50 gift card. Dave, get with your sales rep, and we'll go ahead and get that out to you. So thanks for your feedback, and thanks for attending Mobile Expo 2023.
Yeah, and a multitude of ways, so don't be shy. You can hit Jonathan up on his Facebook in the comment field and do all those things. But any way you can get it to us, get some creative ideas flowing. Let's get those creative juices flowing so that we can make next year even better. And I know we don't want to start thinking about it quite yet. Like we said, we didn't even get into the warm weather yet, but we're going to have a winter summit coming up as well. So if you have anything you'd like to see for that one, hey, get at us now. I know we're not.
Well, we're still in the planning phases.
We're not quite ready to start thinking about installing remote starters again. We're kind of just letting those wounds heal.
I still got to try and fit into those shorts again.
It's going to be here again. So give us some feedback on that one too. Help us make that one just as impressive and as successful as Mobile Expo 2023 was. But thank you guys for that. So we have another thing that we're going to be introducing here as well. I know Jonathan's out. We're like breaking all the big news.
Right, Johnny's going to be upset that we break all this big news without him. So, talking about a minute ago, we're talking about networking, and something that we do as distributors. We're part of the EDA group, right? So the EDA group is a group of distributors across the country. There are 10 of them, and it's the premier distributors across the country. If you look at the MEA, where they do their Distributor of the Year, the last 3 years that we've had the Distributor of the Year, the top 3 distributors are all EDA members, right? We're one of them, so good job. We sit with them and we learn from them, just like you guys did at Mobile Expo 2023. You network and you learn some stuff. So kudos to Dow Technologies for sharing this information with us, and we thought it was awesome, and we're just like, we're going to launch this in our territory. And it's going to be called the Price Match Guarantee. Ooh. Right? We are so when you're buying product from GoFest, you know that you can buy with confidence because you're going to get the best brand at the best price, and we'll match any price that another authorized distributor that in that area is able to offer. So let's say, for argument's sake, here I'm Mr. Customer, and you're rock and roll Ben.
In there. Yep.
And I say to you, hey Ben, I've got this, I got this unit here, and this guy's authorized to sell it in my market, and man, I'd love to give you the business, but your price is a little higher.
Yeah, and as long as you got a little something for me, so that I know that's what's
here's
running
here's
right
what
now.
I can get. This is the price.
Boom, and you want to know what the answer is? Thanks for the business. We're going to go ahead, as long as I got this stuff in stock, as long as they got that stuff in stock, we're going to go ahead and match that pricing for you. So again, we're not really reinventing the wheel here.
No.
I think these kind of things are out there, but it's a huge thing just to give you guys that additional confidence that, hey, we're cognizant of the market that's out there.
Correct.
And we want to make sure that you guys are getting the best value. So again, there is going to be a little bit of a burden on you guys for providing us with some information. So it's not just, hey, I think I saw this in a
right
in the clouds. I had a dream last night. So we are going to ask you to provide us with something
some
there.
proof, right? So I need to know.
Do that.
It's we're going to compare apples to apples, and we want to know that we're matching something that's real. As long as it's real and it's something that they're authorized to sell in our territory, and I'm authorized to sell it in the territory. So because we do have some different territories there where we have different brands that we're we're able to sell. So as long as it's all above board, and it's like, I think kind of what you were alluding to. We're in business. We want to do the most business that we can. We want to do it the right way. We want to do it the fair way. We don't cut corners, kind of like what you guys do, with your customers. You don't cut corners. You give your customers the best service at the best price. That's what we're looking to do, and that's what we want to kind of make you guys feel and understand. If you're buying from Go Fast, buy with confidence. You're with the best brand, the best product, and you're going to get the right price.
Yeah, and I think speaking for a lot of the sales guys, I think in general we would always try to be mindful of that. If you guys had reached out to us, on a one-off basis, we try to help you out, make sure we're being competitive. But this is huge because this is now a Go Fast Solutions policy. So this
on our website.
It's blanketed, it's out there, so it's a huge push. This is not a one-off basis. So this is a huge, huge thing for you guys. Take advantage of it too. Let us know.
Right.
This is also to help us stay competitive. Again, we don't go and talk to every other distributor out there before prices get set on a lot of things. Sometimes guys do different things based on their business. We want to be able to react to that appropriately, and now we have a full program in place for that.
The program is in place. Go ahead and you can go to gofst.com. It's on our website, for you can read the entire price match guarantee. But what I would do is I would urge you, call your sales rep. Call Ben, call Nate, call Scotty, call any of your sales rep. They'll be able to go over it with you and make sure that you completely understand it. and buy with confidence. This is huge for us.
Yeah, and it's, again, I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, always trying to come up with new stuff. Again, always trying to be innovative, always trying to make sure that we're bringing you the best possible service. Just like we try to help you guys with things like Mobile Expo 2023. So we're always pitching, better your business, make yourself more dangerous, make yourself more powerful. Hey, we try to practice what we preach over here, so we're always looking at our policies
as well, right?
Things like that as well.
I think that's perfect, the way to put it. It's like the same way that our customers are always trying to get better and be better than their competition and to earn their customers' business. That's what we're looking to do. We want to do good business, we want to do fair business, and we want to earn your business. And this is a way for us to kind of just between us, we're gonna work the hardest to give you the best possible product at the best possible price.
Yep, and then transitioning in, so we kind of mentioned Mobile Expo 2023. As we do after the expos, we start to highlight some of the platinum sponsors.
Yes.
So, if you couldn't tell today, we've got Raceport on deck. So, Raceport, huge sponsor, always one of the big platinum sponsors for us at Mobile Expo 2023, 2022, and previous ones as well.
Big sponsors. It's a big part of our business. Lighting has, as a category, lighting has just exploded. There's so much more to lighting than just replacing bulbs, but that's a huge part of it. But there's so much more, and I see that you've gone ahead and got a whole bunch of stuff here for us.
Yeah, and like you had mentioned, again, obviously replacing headlights, fog lights, things like that, that's just going to be a go-to. We're always going to get that. That's safety-related stuff. So that's every single customer that walks in, unless you've already taken care of that customer, of course. But you can always upgrade their lighting, so it's a great category to get when you're selling remote starters during the wintertime, when you're doing an audio system during the summertime. Almost anything that you're doing in that vehicle, whether you're detailing a car, whether you're tinting it. Again,
absolutely.
Tinting a windshield, they're going to need a better lighting. So it's a category that will tie into absolutely everything that you do.
You're able to, with lighting, especially like what you were just talking about replacing bulbs, you're able to get the most amount of value and profit for your business with at least amount of work and in terms of install and sales, because somebody rolls in your shop and you're doing window film, right? You're doing window film. Hey, would you like to see better at night? What's the answer to that? What could you possibly say? No, you know what? I don't want to see better at night. I'd like to run into a deer in the middle of the night. No, your customers are all going to say, "Of course, I'd like to see better at night." Here's a way, and Raceport has some of the best priced, best quality items or lights that we have. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of their products?
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, you guys are going to be familiar with the first one. We got the Terminator series. It's Old Faithful with us. It's a great classic fanless design with the aluminum heatsink on there. It's going to be for your more price conscious customers. So, again, something that you can literally sell to anybody that walks through the door, regardless of their budget. It's going to be able to fit in there. Again, going to be pretty basic. Optional CAN bus decoders that you can go with those as well. A couple ones that these are a little bit newer. If you guys did not know this technology was out there, pay attention or get with us after the call. Absolutely. Go on to Raceport's website, check out our website. But they have their P series. So this is one of the first bulbs that's designed specifically for projector housings. So a lot of companies do bulbs that are versatile, that can work in standard housings and projector housings. Sometimes we get mixed reviews on those kind of things. It is a pretty contentious thing. Sometimes it's hard to really nail it with a projector housing. Raceport heard that. They came out with some technology. You see diode just on the top here, so it can hit the reflector as opposed to having them on the sides where sometimes the beam pattern gets a little sideways. So again, directly for projectors. It is going to have a driver on there, but also in the box comes with CAN bus decoders. So I said optional with the Terminator series, included with the P series. So again, sometimes it's a small thing, but when you're pricing these things out, keep that in mind. The decoders themselves, while not a killer, it is an additional fee that you're gonna have to charge the customers. Well, if you're selling them the Raceport P series, you don't have to worry about that.
It already comes. And then how many times does that happen where you sell your customer something and you quote them, and then you don't realize, oh no, I didn't add in the decoder. That ends up, so sometimes you either uncomfortably talk to your customer and say, hey, I've got to charge you a little up you get the customer to give you that eye that goes, yeah, okay.
Or you
eat it, right? You eat it and it eats into your margin. So super important that that Raceport has that included in their projector series.
Yeah, and I mean that's a huge thing as well because again, a lot of times you guys are having to drop bumpers on these cars. You're going through, you're putting everything back together. Now all of a sudden, lights are flashing. There's a bulb out indicator on the dash. You don't have any decoders. You got to put this thing back together for the customer so they could take it. Now you got to reschedule to have them come back out to put decoders in. It can really change the profitability of the sale. You probably can save face with the customer. Oh, something happened, but still, it's costing you money. Raceport's going to go ahead and throw those right in there so that you got them if you need them. And also, we got the display out here. They got their drive series as well. So very unique in the sense that there is no driver with that one. Basically, it's going to be like an LED bulb replacement. A lot of you guys are going to know that Euro cars, things that use H11, there's almost no clearance. There's dust caps that get in the way, and when you have to have a driver or you have all these extra additional wires coming out, it's hard to stuff all that stuff back there. It's hard to complete that install. Again, Raceport taking that out of the mix. So again, very, very small design, but they will also give you CAN bus decoders if you need them, because again, some of those Euro vehicles, as we know, nice and fun to install on, but they will require that. So again, included right in the bundle. Got a little display here too. We're going to talk about that one in a second. We'll just tease that for now. But again, that's just going for your more utility style lighting. Again, it could be just for looks. Sometimes you like the halogens were kind of working for you, but you just wanted that nice LED. Pure white look to it. But they're also going to do a ton with RGB. So this was a category, and I'll have to be honest that I think for a while, this is maybe like 10 years ago, where you're like, I don't know if this is ever coming back. Maybe like 20 years ago when Fast and Furious first came out, it was all like the underbody neon kits, everybody's going crazy. You'd see all these cars out all the time. And then it kind of died for a little bit. I don't think it was being asked for as much. Man, has it come back.
Well, I think you'll see some of the OEs have some of this, some like this ambient light kit. Some of the OEs have already got them built in, so now it just it creates awareness, and when it creates awareness, you get people going, "Hey, man, I'd like to have that in my car, but how do I do that?" Well, Raceport has got some answers.
Yep. And then they're going to have, we've got rock light kits, we've got motorcycle kits, again, interior kits, underbody chasing kits. If you have a vehicle, whether it's an ATV, UTV, pretty much anything, whether it's got wheels, whether it's on water, it doesn't matter. There's going to be something that you can upgrade. If you're building a demo cooler, you want to put some speakers in there, you can outfit it with lighting. You can literally juice up anything, your displays at your shop. Literally anything is going to get better with RGB lighting. Raceport is going to go ahead and keep upping the ante on everything. They're adding in now RGBW kits. So something like the Rocket here is going to have a separate diode for true white, which again is not something that is traditionally done. You're going to have the new chasing features. So we have the underbody kit out here, nice aluminum, full waterproof design, but also gives you chasing features. So you'll see that cars going down the street with the lights just back and forth instead of just flashing.
Kind of cool, right? They always catch your eye.
Yep,
always catch your eye.
And that's not just underbody kits. They're going to have a ton of other stuff that will do chasing. One thing in particular I wanted to talk about, though, because this piece has gotten a lot of excitement around it. We talked about it at the show. It's one of their new interior lighting kits. So this kit here is going to be a complete interior kit. So this will have, and it's going to be kind of hard to see on the back. Again, check out Raceport's website. Check out GoFast website so you can actually see the internal components. But what it's going to have is going to have all of the crevices, I'll say, in the dash where the dash panels meet. You can put in RGB, basically fiber optic lighting in there. They're going to give you fiber optic lighting for all four doors and for the dash, so you can actually light up the dashboards and the doors. They're going to give you 4 handle lights, so you can actually light up the door handles in the car. And they're going to give you some pocket lights as well. So you're going to be able to do literally the whole car just with this one kit. And actually, I don't know if I said it, but also footwell kits.
Oh, so really? The footwell as well?
Footwells, handles, pockets, and all the trim is going to be able to be lit up with that one kit.
That changes the entire interior of your vehicle. So if you've got that 2018 vehicle and you say, "Geez, I'd really love to have that 2023," well, here's a way that you can just spruce up that 2018 and kind of remake it, just reinvent it, so to speak. I've seen it. I think DP has it OE in his car, very similar OE in his car, and it's super impressive. So to be able to put it in my car that doesn't have it, well, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and a lot of these are Bluetooth, so it's RGB Bluetooth using an app. If you wanted to go ahead and hook your customer up with the interior kit, they come back to you later on, they say, hey, I like that, but I don't want just me to see it in the car. I want everybody that's out there to see it. We can get something like the underbody kit or some of the other accent kits. And as long as it's part of the same series, you can actually run it all off the same app too. So
oh wow,
you get that
cool.
whole thing lit up, interior, exterior, going crazy, all off one app. Beautiful.
Wow, that is exciting.
Yeah. So again, thank you to Raceport. Again, huge supporter of MX 2023. Again, they do a ton of stuff. If you've ever perused their website or you see their catalog. We do not have the time to do them justice in all the categories that they cover, whether it's strobe lighting, whether it's even 120 volt lighting for home. If you guys want to outfit your shops and things like that, they're going to have kits there. Bulb, actual headlight replacements, a lot of Jeep kits, motorcycle kits. Check it out. We don't have time to go over everything here. But you're gonna definitely want to do that because there's a lot of ways to make money on that site.
Lots of opportunities with Raceport.
Yep.
So we've got an opportunity now for somebody to win.
Now that you let us go ahead and tell you about the lighting and the RGB stuff, let's go ahead and give you a little something to help you sell this stuff in your showroom. So the display that we got out here,
I blinded myself earlier with that. I'm still seeing spots.
Yeah, I was walking around a little bit earlier today with the spots, but we're going to go ahead and give that display away to you so you can go ahead and show the customers how you're going to outfit the vehicle.
Sure, there's nothing. Listen, we all know that there's nothing better than having some sort of interactive display for customers as they're milling about your showroom to play around and pique their curiosity and ask questions. Now, somebody comes and starts playing with the light and asks questions, and wow, how can I have my lighting like that that's so bright from my vehicle? Boom! Now that's your lead in to make that sale, to close that sale while you've got their car in the shop. So. Silent salesperson. I think it's an awesome display. One lucky winner, or one lucky contestant, right, from MX 2023 is going to win the display. So why don't we go ahead? Oh, look, me and that's Ignacio.
Yeah, there we go.
I love Ignacio. Shout out to Ignacio from Raceport. He comes to our shows every year. He's a great guy. He's always willing to help.
Yeah, and I want to mention one thing.
And I like to see him spinning around upside down.
And you can actually talk to Ignacio all the time because if you go onto Raceport's website and you have any questions, they have a really cool live interactive chat, which I use constantly for tech support questions. So if you ever have any questions with that stuff, Jacob Barnett,
is that one of yours?
You're going to be going ahead and taking this display away. So again, that's a big thank you from Raceport for attending Mobile Expo
Jacob,
2023.
Congratulations, Jacob Barnett. Go ahead and get with your Go Fast sales rep, and we'll let them know that you've won the Raceport display, and we'll go ahead and make arrangements to get that out to you.
But yeah, just to finish the thought I was saying before, if you ever have any questions, again, it could be almost anything. Again, lighting. There's a lot of art to lighting. It's not all science. It's not always, I know that this car needs decoders. Sometimes it's like, well, I'm going to find out if this car does. Or, sometimes there's a lot of guesswork with that. Go ahead and use that chat feature. The guys are lightning fast. You're going to get an answer faster than you could probably Google it. You're going to get an answer faster than you could if you're going to wait on the phone for Jonathan while he's in Virginia Beach and you can't get through. But a huge a support tool that you guys have at your disposal that I'm not sure if everybody knows about. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, every time you're on that site,
raceportinc.com.
Every time you're on the site for a half a dozen seconds, it's like pops up and they're right there waiting to answer any questions that you might have.
Yep.
Great resource. I mean, certainly call your Go Fast sales rep first because they're going to be that first line of defense for you. But to your point, if you've got a specific Raceport question, pop on their website. You might see Ignacio's face to pop up and say hi to him for me.
Yeah, so appreciate the help, Ignacio. You helped me out today already, buddy.
Already.
Yeah, so I think that
sort of wraps it up,
yeah,
right?
That's going to wrap it up. So I believe, and I don't think we did the intro, I think you did a video.
I did. We did a lot of videos, and we did our videos with all of the Platinum sponsors. I probably said something half Hispanic, half English, half inappropriate because I love Ignacio so much. I've worked with him for so many years. So we're going to switch over to that video and just keep coming back to Go Fast Facebook Lives. We've got a couple of big things coming up, huge for the next few months.
Oh,
I'm excited. I want to kind of share them with you, but I can't just yet. So definitely stay tuned. We got some big announcements coming up. I'll kind of tease it. We did a little something with NASCAR last year. We're gonna do a little something with NASCAR this year, and you guys are gonna want to be a big part of it. So stay tuned to Facebook. Stay tuned or stay in touch with your Go Fast sales rep. He's gonna have details. Big things coming up for us for this summer at Go Fast.
Yeah, super excited for that one. Okay, so now me and Bob are gonna kick it over to Bob.
Kick it over to Bob.
Yep, I'm going to go get back on the phones, go
make some sales
in Jonathan's absence. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care, fellas. Mobile Expo 2023. I'm in the race sport booth with another other than Ignacio Ayala.
How's it going, man? How we doing?
Bro, how are you?
Doing good,
Thank
man.
you for
Doing
coming.
good. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Bro, race sport. It's spring. People are bringing their cars out, bringing their bikes out. What's new? What's hot from race sport this year? Talk to me.
The biggest thing that we're talking about here at the show, man, everybody's loving this kit, is the A-Kit 18. It's an ambient interior kit. It's an 18-piece kit. You get 4 strips that go on the doors. You get 4 pods that go on the pockets, 4 lights that go on the handles, and then 4 footwell lights. It's definitely a kit that people are talking about. I've been showing it here at the show. Everybody loves it, man. It's a really great kit. You have this is one of the longest strips that go on the dash. This is a kit that everybody loves. It's not fiber optic. It's more of an LED accented light, so it works really well for cars, man.
Sweet. Well, I know you got something else we were talking about before we started taping. You still something else.
Yeah, so I have another thing that we have been talking about. It's one of the biggest things that we have talked about also. It's going to be our reverse hitch bar kits. This is a nice plug-and-play kit, nice heavy-duty product here. It gives you a really nice 270-degree light output, so a nice reverse light for the trucks. We got these for Fords, Chevys, and Dodge Rams. You're looking at the 2500 to 3500. You're looking at the F250 to 450s. True plug-and-play kit, goes right into the reverse hitch bar, reverse end caps, slides right in, factory bolt. We give you guys a wire that goes straight to the front of the truck. Plug and play, man. Definitely, if you guys have customers that do a lot of, trailering, if they're looking to back into, to a boat, whatever the case may be, definitely something that I recommend. American steel, nice heavy-duty product. Definitely something that I recommend. I've been talking about this here at the show also. People love this product. Definitely something that I recommend picking up.
So Ignacio, every year you come, you get away from the family,
yes.
You spend time here to be here, to talk to our people, to train them. I want to present you with the Platinum Sponsor Appreciation Award.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much for your support.
Appreciate it, guys.
It's always good to see you, brother.
Thank you, man. Look forward to it, man. I've been talking to everybody here. They love this show. It's been a great show, man. Definitely, if you're not here, you definitely need to come next year. Yes, sir.
Gotta be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Gracias.